Hey guys, Luke here, back with another video. This one's going to be how to get a +9 Somber weapon on a fresh character. This works on any class. So I'm going to go ahead and start the route. For the sake of clarity, I'm going to pick up the map fragments and stuff so you guys can see the map, but that's entirely optional. And I'm going to go ahead and start the run to the first grace, which is the one up here. And that's where you'll get your horse. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up so you guys don't have to watch me do the whole run. Alright, so now that we are at the first bonfire, you just rest at this and talk to Malenia and she'll give you your spectral horse. Alright, and from this grace we are going to head to our first Somber, which is right here. If it's nighttime, you're probably going to want to just rest and pass time till daytime, because if it's nighttime there'll be a Knights Cavalry boss on the bridge and we just don't want to deal with him chasing us. Also, it makes it harder to see in the woods that we're about to be in, so we will head this way to our marker. And the next place we're headed is down over here to the south to get the left half of the Dectus Medallion, because we're going to be doing the Volcano Manor warp later. So I'm going to go ahead and head that way. I'm grabbing this grace for the sake of editing, so if I die I don't have to restart all the way at the beginning. But optionally, if you want, there's a church over that way that'll give you your Psijic flask that you can use to buff yourself. But now we are just going to head down south to the fort. I'm going to grab this for the sake of showing you guys on the map where it is, but that is also entirely optional. Now that we have the map, we are headed down to this fort here. At the top of the fort is where we'll get the left half of the medallion. And then we'll just head towards our marker. Again, this site of grace is completely optional. I just do it for time's sake. Then we'll head up here. They do fire arrows, so try to be fast. And then we're going to jump here. Do a little side hop to get around this guy. Start sprinting. Try to avoid getting exploded by these guys right here. Run up the stairs and then into this room over here. We'll find ourselves the ladder, and we'll go up the ladder and the left half of the medallion will be there. And then once we have our left half of the medallion, we can just go back to Agheel Lake North, or if you picked up the first step bonfire, which would be more optimal, you can just head over. We're headed to here to take a warp to Sellia Crystal Cave. Unfortunately, I did not grab the bonfire over there. So I'm headed to Agheel, and I'll just head towards my marker. Now in this camp is going to be a hole in the ground somewhere right here. And it leads to a door we can open that'll have a chest inside of it. And that chest is a trap chest. And that will warp us to Sellia Crystal Cave in Caelid. Hopefully we do not die. We didn't. This cave is quite dangerous, so careful. Try to time your rolls. If the squid guys start shooting at you, you may die, but that's okay. You'll just continue to spawn in the same spot where you came in at the cave. We're gonna head out the door to the left and just head straight down. Luckily we didn't aggro the squid guys, so we're good. Grabbing the Grace, still optional. They're just nice to have if you're gonna play through the game anyway. Then we'll head out to the mouth of the cave where we can mount up, and we're gonna go right. Around the corner here is a opening. You'll see purple lights and a like weird rock creatures like caterpillars. You'll head up through here, and at the end will be a 5. We are getting the numbers out of order, so don't worry too much about that. And our 5 is, I can't show you on the map, but it should be pretty easy to find where we are, just outside of Sellia. Can't open my map because I'm in combat, but it was right up in there. Oh. Best not to do that near some explosives. Alright, and now we will head down this way towards the eastern side of this rotted lake. You can grab this Grace here if you want to be safe. I'm going to go ahead and do that myself and refill my Estus. And she may forcefully take us to Round Table Hold against our will, but that's okay. We can just warp back. I'll edit this part out. Alright, now we're back from Round Table Hold. We are just going to start headed this way, south. And be careful not to go in the center there, because that is a boss room. We don't want to fight the boss. And then around the corner here, careful of these guys, they're quite annoying. On this body right here, you'll find a 4. And then we'll just head straight west. Can't open the map again because I'm in combat, but it shouldn't be too hard to find that one. Uh-oh. We got invaded. So we're just going to keep running. And after I died, my game crashed, so I'm back now, and we are at the bonfire we just grabbed right before we died. And we're just going to head up this way. I'm going to grab these. I don't think I had any runes, but we are going to need 1,000 later, so I did have 500. And I'm just going to head up this way. Grab any graces I see along the way. Which I do believe there's one up this way, yep. And then we are going to head straight that way and do a little jump across and get this map fragment so you guys can see That 6 is going to come in handy later. Alright, and now we have the map so you guys can see where I am. Actually, I can't open my map. I'm in combat with something. But up here is a Scarab, and this one's going to drop our 8. So I'm going to come at it from this angle so I can sort of chase it off the cliff or just kill it. We're just going to keep it going. Don't let it despawn. It should just walk off. And that's going to give us our 8. And then I'm going to hop down on this tree. And then down here, down onto this tree. Off of this. And then we'll find our 9 down here in the chair. And now that we have our 8, 9, we are going to head over to this fort here, and this is going to be where our left, or our right half of Dectus is going to be, and that's going to let us go up the lift. For those of you that don't know, you can go behind this dragon with a bleed weapon and beat him to death at any level, and he will drop 75,000 runes, just like a quick level 35. Just a quick tip. Make sure you have a bleed weapon though, because that's how you chunk his health, because he has a ton of health, like 20, 30,000. And now that we are at the fort, this is the dangerous fort, so you're going to want to sprint for your life to the ladder on the inside, and you can just watch me do it first before you try it. But I'm going to pick up the seal, which is a nice 5 strength, 5 stam, 5 endurance, and 5 dex. Great on any melee character. It's actually right inside there. So we're going to run past all these horrible enemies and try not to get killed or poisoned. Head up the ladder. If you're not interested in the talisman, you can just leave once you grab the right half of the medallion, which is right here in this chest. But I want the talisman, so I'm going to go down and get it. And this part is completely optional, like I said. To get the talisman, you just jump through here. And then you're over, and then there's rats around the corner. Be careful, dodge them. Try not to die, they will one-shot you, because they're endgame rats. Grab this. Head back up the ladder if you can, if not you'll die and it'll just respawn right out here at the Grace. It's okay to lose those 500 runes because we picked up that 6. And now that we have both halves of the medallions are 8, 9, 4, and 5, we can head back to the Agheel Lake North, and we're going to head up through here into Liurnia of the Lakes. Feel free to pick up any golden seeds you see or crystal tears in the churches. If you go by them, you'll need those anyway on your playthrough. I'm not going to grab this. Trying to open my map to show you guys where we're at, but I'm in permanent combat. I'm right under the bridge. I just followed the road and went under the bridge there. And then at this broken bridge, there's going to be a little drop down to the left, and that's how you get around Stormveil without having to clear it. Now after you've run through there, you'll be right here at this grace. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. And now we're going to find ourselves in Liurnia over the lakes. Again, I'm going to grab this grace. You don't have to grab any of these if you don't want to. But just in case we die for the sake of time. And we're going to head this way and attempt to get this map fragment without being killed. But these guys are pretty ruthless. And try to lure them off. I got it, and I'm going to get out of there. And we're just going to head up here and try to get a combat so I can show you on the map where we're headed. This is a hard place to get out of combat in. There's enemies everywhere. There's a grace right over here. We'll grab that. Try to get a little reset. Alright, and now that we have this grace, we're going to head up here. Just head this way. Hopefully I marked the right spot. We are looking for Reya, the Volcano Manor member. So keep an eye out for a gazebo. There's one right there. That's where she's at.
Hello.
And she's going to ask us to retrieve a necklace, which is just nearby. And that costs 1,000 runes, and that's where the Golden Rune 6 is going to come in handy. And we're just going to mark this so we know how to get back here real easily. Heading northwest, we'll go into this shack. We'll pick up the grace, and then so we can teleport back here after we give her her necklace. Then we'll buy the necklace off of this guy.
What, trying to start? Show me, and I'll consider, but I'm not in love with you. You're first.
And we gotta pop our rune to get it.
Decided to be one.
And now that we have it, we'll head back to Reya and give her her necklace. This is gonna help us warp later on, once we get to the lift. This horse cannot turn very well while you're sprinting. And she's got her necklace, and she's going to give us an invitation. Alright. And now we'll warp straight back to where we were. I'm going to run over and grab the map fragment there so you guys can see. But I'm going to edit that out so we don't have to waste time. Alright, so now that I have the map fragment open so you guys can see, we are going to be headed real far north to right here, and we're gonna pick up our 2 or 3. I think it's 3. And we'll just head straight north. And now at our marker straight north, we reach our Somber 3, sitting in the chair that I can't show you because I'm in combat, but I did show you earlier where I marked. Now we're headed over to Reya Lucaria Crystal Cave to get our Somber 4, or 2 rather, we already got our 4. Maybe over here. And we're just going to head straight down the lift, and it's just right in the beginning of the cave, so you don't have to run through the cave or anything. And just right around the corner up the stairs is a chest, and your 2 will be sitting right in that chest. Then we'll head up back out of the elevator, mount up, and we're going to be making our way to this area over here, so we can come up through here and then up to the Grand Lift. And we're headed in between these mountains. Just straight up through here and then up into the church, and there's a crystal tier in that church if you want. Or not, or sacred tier rather, not crystal tier. That'll buff your Estus. And now that we're at the church, I'm going to grab this grace in case I die. And there's a sacred tier right over there. Be careful because there's going to be some trebuchets firing at you, so if you see them start to fire, you can just hop around and try not to get hit. They don't seem very interested in me this time. And since we have both halves of the medallion, we can go up the Dectus lift over here, and then that lady that we got the necklace for should be at the top, and she'll teleport us to Volcano Manor. Run through, talk to her, and then she will teleport you.
I hereby take my hand. Give me. I will.
And now that we're at the manor, we can grab the grace and speak to Tanith, and she will give us a key, and we'll use the key to open the door over there. And then the secret tunnel, secret illusionary door we'll run through and then head through the Volcano Manor to a bridge where we'll do a skip for the Somber +7 that normally you wouldn't be able to get unless you beat a boss, but there's a little jump trick you can do. And I'll go ahead and cut here and then do like a speed run through because this is a dangerous run. I'll probably die a few times. You probably will as well because everything's high level here, but you can get through it if you dodge the right time. So I'll go ahead and show you guys me getting through there. And I did manage to get through there without dying, so now I will go ahead and show you the skip trick. This is a bit of a pain to do it first, but you'll get the hang of it eventually, and then you'll make it up to there where the Somber 7 is located. So basically you'll jump on this little lip right here, and then jump up onto this, and then on the biggest black wheel, and then over to where my head's at right there, and then make your way there. I'm going to go ahead and cut here and then show you guys the me getting across because it might take me a few tries. I don't want to waste time. Alright, and now that I've made the jump, I'm just going to move my way over this way, jump over, grab the stone, and hop down. It's okay if you get it and die because there's a grace right there. And you got it anyway. So, alright, let's grab it. If you want, there's a very good weapon art ash back in this church. And I did a video on this before, but I'll go ahead and show it again real quick here. It's one of the best PvP weapon arts in the game right now. And it's just sitting right here. It's called Royal Knight's Resolve. It's very strong. Check it out. And to get our final Somber Stone, Somber Stone 6, we are back at the Lift of Dectus. If you're smarter than I am, you grab the grace on the way through. I actually forgot to do that while I was running through, so I just went back to the church and rode back up here. And I'm going to go ahead and go up the lift again. And we are headed back up to Mount Gelmir, which is a bit of a walk, so I'll just do like a speed up for you guys so you don't have to sit there and watch me run for 7 miles. There's a lot of golden seeds on the way through here, so you can pick those up if you want. Alright, and now that we are at the Grace, we will just head down this way. Try to be fast when you do this, because there's some aggressive enemies up here, and we have to climb a ladder, and we don't want to get hit off. But you did get the Grace right there, so you won't have that far of a walk if you do end up dying. Right over here's a ladder. It's one tall ladder. And to the left over here, there will be a chair. And a Grace right here. You can pick up these Golden Runes here. They'll help you pay for your upgrades when you do your upgrading. And the Somber Stone 6 is just sitting right up here, next to a wolf. Alright, I'm going to head back to the Grace, reset it, and then I will say my farewell to you guys and show you the stones. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and I am level 9 still. So you can do this on any class, any character. Just takes a little skip on the 7. And if you guys found this guide helpful, if you could leave me a like. I put a lot of time into this one, and subscribe for more guide and PvP content to come. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.